This is Matt, and these are the metal vinyl releases for November 2020. Starting things off with November 6th, we've got the brand new album coming from Fate's Warning. It's called Long Day Good Night. It's coming out through Metal Blade Records. 2 LP set with a gatefold, 2-sided insert, and a digital download card with that one. This is the 13th studio album from this American progressive metal band. You all know who Fate's Warning is, of course. The vinyl variants are clear with red and yellow-orange splatter, as well as an orange and red marbled vinyl version. Bundles are also available, as is often the case with Metal Blade. These will include t-shirts and CD copies of the album. And if you're wanting to hear something from this album, Metal Blade has the track Scars available at their official YouTube page, so go there, check that out. You know what to do. Also November 6th, expect a live album from Autopsy. It's called Live in Chicago, released through Peaceville Records. This is the latest release, of course, for this classic American death metal band. And it is a 2 LP set and a gatefold with printed inner sleeves, and it's on black vinyl. The live show was recorded right before the COVID lockdown. In fact, this is the only show Autopsy has done this year, period, because of that lockdown. 18 tracks in total, spanning the last few decades of their career. Also includes a brand new track called Maggots in the Mirror, which should hold fans off until their upcoming studio album, which of course they are working on. There is one live track from this album, available at Peaceville's YouTube channel. In case you're looking for it, the song is called In the Grip of Winter, and it should give you a good idea of the sound quality of the recording, which is actually pretty decent. I've heard it's decent. Moving on to November 13th, we have the new album from Accuser. This is their self-titled album, 12th studio album for this classic but strangely lesser-known German thrash band. It's coming out through Metal Blade Records, released as a single LP in a single jacket. Also a 2-sided insert, there's a poster in this one, and a digital download card. And yes, there is a music video released in support of this record. It's a fantastic track called Phantom Graves. Really enjoy it. You should seriously check it out. It's on Metal Blade's YouTube channel, of course. And you know, if your knowledge of German thrash metal is limited to the Teutonic Four, you should definitely check into Accuser. They're actually a pretty decent band. And I'm seriously thinking about picking this one up. I really dug the promo track a lot. Also on November 13th, and of course we need to mention this brand new album coming out from AC/DC. It's called Power Up. It's released through Columbia Records. This is going to be their 17th studio album. Amazing. Available in 180-gram black vinyl, as well as yellow vinyl, and in a gatefold jacket. The album marks the return of vocalist Brian Johnson, but also drummer Phil Rudd, and bassist Cliff Williams, which basically is 4/5 of the classic lineup of this band, excluding a certain rhythm guitarist, of course. Rest in peace, Malcolm. First single from this album is out. It's called Shot in the Dark. No, not an Ozzy cover song. You can find this at AC/DC's official YouTube channel. There's a video of sorts. It's not a performance video. It's just a animated graphic-y thing. But it's a good track. Pretty much what you'd come to expect from AC/DC over the last 40 or so years. Good stuff, though. You should hear it. I might actually pick this album up as a bit of maybe a curiosity. I haven't bought an AC/DC album new since maybe Who Made Who, which is, of course, a very long time ago. But I don't know. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm thinking about getting it. Also coming out November 13th is a live album for Catatonia. It's called Dead Air, coming out through Peaceville Records. This follows the 11th studio album of theirs called City Burials, which was released earlier this year. And, of course, Catatonia, a bit of a mix of rock and death doom, though more death doom in their earlier work than now. They're also from Sweden, but maybe you already knew that. This is a live recording from May 9th of 2020, 2 LP set on black vinyl and with a gatefold, and 20 tracks in total, decent number. Artwork on this one is by Travis Smith. You might know him. He did the cover to Heathen's Empire of the Blind, but he's also done work for Opeth and King Diamond and lots of other folks too. It's good work as always. I should mention that some reports this album have it coming out as late as November 20th instead of the 13th, so bear that in mind. Maybe that's a regional thing. Maybe it did get bumped a week. It happens. I'm really more about the old material from Catatonia than this new stuff, but this latter stuff has fans, so if you're one of them, you should definitely pick this up. It's probably right up your alley. Also on November 13th, expect the brand new studio album from Macabre. This is Carnival of Killers, coming out through Nuclear Blast Records. This is the 6th studio album for this band. They're kind of an American extreme metal band. They love the gore, they love their serial killers. It's mostly what they write about. You know the drill. Yeah, same thing here, basically. 4 vinyl variants for this one. And yes, they have rather creative names. First off, we have Carnival Killing, which is white with red splatter, and there'll be 300 copies of that released in Europe. Also, we have Bludgeoning Flesh, which looks like pink with red splatter, and is limited to 1,400 copies total. Another variant is Bloody Cotton Candy, which is basically light blue with red splatter. And lastly, we have Good Old Classic Black Vinyl, which is an unspecified number of copies, which is often the case with black. The Carnival Killing variant, by the way, is the only one that won't be out on November 13th, but rather December 18th. So keep that in mind if you're looking for that specific variant. 2 music videos for this album are available at the Nuclear Blast YouTube account. Tracks are Your Window is Open and The Lake of Fire. And yeah, you know, this band's funny, but definitely not my bag. But maybe they're yours, so check it out if you're interested. On November 20th, we're going to see yet another live album from Iron Maiden. This is Knights of the Dead, Legacy of the Beast, live in Mexico City. It's coming out through Sanctuary Records, of course. Another live Iron Maiden album. You know how many that is now? I actually counted 11 live albums, which is almost going to rival their number of studio albums at this point. So there's that. Standard edition will be a 3 LP, 180-gram black vinyl set in a triple gatefold and with printed inner sleeves. Also, Walmart has an exclusive triple color vinyl set for this one. Looks to be 1 green, 1 red, and 1 white record, if you're interested in that. There are over 10 different bundle deals for this album in the US as well as countries outside of the US. There are different deals for different countries, including t-shirt and CD copies, which is common. In case you're wanting some specialty merch, it's there. Also, for those really big spenders, there is an ultimate bundle, which is a record set, a t-shirt, a patch, a lithograph print, a laminate on a lanyard, and a 2 CD set in a book. For that, get ready to blow $124, or about $105 if you take advantage of the discount at ironmaiden.com. This really just looks to be more for the serious Iron Maiden fans who have a bottomless wallet. Get it if you need it, but I might just spin Live After Death and call it a day. Hoo boy, are we full of live albums this month. On November 27th, expect a live album from Destruction. This is Born to Thrash, coming out through Deco or Deco Music. I should explain, this might seem a little bit familiar to some of you. There was a European release of this album. It was in July 2020. I had a different color palette for the cover. I think theirs was a red background. The US has a blue background. It is available as a 2 LP set in either case with a gatefold and a world map insert. You can look into that. Also a special pentagram skull design. It's a silk screen print on side 4 where an etching would go typically. Very cool design. You should definitely check that out. Looks to be the same 10 tracks as the Euro version, which is either good or bad, depending on your expectations. Vinyl variant for this one is blue and black splatter. Very cool. You should definitely take a look at that. You should also check out live video versions of these tracks. There are 2 available. They are on the Nuclear Blast YouTube channel for the tracks Curse the Gods, as well as Born to Perish. And yeah, I think I need this one. Definitely need this one. Love this band. Also on November 27th, there's a brand new EP coming out from My Dying Bride. It's called Macabre Cabaret. It's coming out through Nuclear Blast Records. 3-song EP. It's following their full-length album, The Ghost of Orion, which came out in March of 2020. It's a fairly known gothic doom death band from England. You probably know them fairly well if you're into the death doom scene. If you haven't heard them, you definitely should, especially if you're a fan of bands like Paradise Lost and the like. You're definitely encouraged to check out My Dying Bride. They're definitely a great band. It seems the US website for Nuclear Blast doesn't have the vinyl, but the Germany one does. You should go there. 2 vinyl variants there, 1 in ruby vinyl, limited to 300 copies, as well as an unspecified number of black vinyl copies. There is a music video, of course, for the track A Secret Kiss. That's available at the Nuclear Blast YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Which, of course, again, you should. A lot of good buzz about this album, this EP rather. You should definitely check it out. Definitely worth it. Also on November 27th, expect the latest album from Sodom. This is Genesis 19. I'll assume that's a biblical reference. This is the band's 16th studio album. German thrash metal, of course. Classic German thrash metal band. Vinyl variants include green and black marbled vinyl that's limited to 400 copies, as well as an unspecified number of black copies. Both come in a gatefold jacket and with printed inner sleeves. Amazon is currently showing a variant with clear with smoky white vinyl, but I've not seen anyone else talk about that, so take it as you will. Buyer beware, etc. There's also a vinyl box set for this title. Includes the record in white with black splatter, a flag, a face mask, a CD, and various other goodies. A whole bunch of things. You can go to the site and go take a look at that. Box set is limited to 2,000 units. And an official lyric video for the track Sodom and Gomorrah is available. That's at the official Steamhammer YouTube channel. You should go there for that. Fairly old school sounding. You should definitely check it out. It's Sodom. Why not? Also on November 27th, yes, yet another live album this month. This one's for Voivod. It's called Lost Machine Live, coming out through Century Media Records. 13 tracks in total. Voivod, of course, is a difficult band to describe. Lots of people put them as a progressive sci-fi metal band, which is about as close as I'm going to get. Vinyl variants are somewhat typical for Century Media, plain old black for the Americans, and then colored vinyl for the Euro market. In the latter case, look out for not only black, but also sky blue, as well as magenta vinyl. And the Century Media YouTube channel does have a video performance from this record for the track The Lost Machine. You should check that out if you're interested. Only a couple of 80s era tracks. I saw Psychic Vacuum and, what was the other one? Voivod at the end of it. So that's the era I love the most, so I might not pick this one up necessarily, but I'm going to look into it in any case and listen to it, give it a chance. You should check out the tracks and see if you dig it. So if you know of any metal vinyl releases that I've missed, and I missed probably quite a few, I'm not omniscient, definitely let me know that in the comments. Also let me know about upcoming metal vinyl albums. I'm always looking for those, I'm always doing research to find out stuff, and I might miss some of those as well, so it's good to know. Definitely give me names of the bands, names of the albums, and dates. Leave that all in the comments, it'll be very helpful. Trust me. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe you found it very helpful, definitely let me know by giving me a like. Share the video with some of your friends, of course, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to this channel. All those things help me out, but they also make it more convenient for you to find out about each and every video I produce. I do metal vinyl collecting videos once or twice a week, not just metal releases, but actually other stuff as well. Check out the playlist, check out the videos, do it. It'll be great. And as always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for even more metal vinyl releases coming next month.